Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own custom order flow alerts using VWAP bands and buy and sell imbalances. This is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to use the color bar based on alert condition study in Sierra chart. Everything that we're going to use today is just built-in studies to Sierra charts. I already have the studies necessary up on this footprint chart, so we'll go ahead and pull the studies up. And the ones that we're going to be using are going to be this ECI VWAP, and then these 3x stacked ask and 3x stacked bid, which the actual study's name is volume at price threshold alert V2. And don't worry, once we do it on this chart, I'm going to show you real quick how we can make the alert, and then we'll go over to just a regular chart with no footprint. We'll add the studies on there, and then I'll show you how, if you don't know how to write the formulas, how you can basically explain what you're looking to do to ChatGPT and have it write the formula for you. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right on into it. So the study that we're going to be using to create these custom order flow alerts is this one right here. It's called color bar based on alert condition. And this is a built-in study on Sierra charts. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the chart. And I already have the formula for this long signal written out. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy and paste it in there, and you'll get an idea of what we're going to do. So this would be the bar right here that we're looking to get an alert. You can see it came down below the second band on VWAP, and we have 3 buy imbalances in this bar right here. So that would be an alert we'd want to get a long signal for. So we're going to go ahead and go into the settings of it. And on the regular settings and inputs, we'll briefly go over these. Number of bars to calculate is pretty simple. It's how many bars back you want the signals to fire. One of the things we're going to change is output condition when true. It's defaulted to 1.0. We're going to change that to use input data. And then input data is set to high, which is the high part of the bar. And since we're going to put a long signal on for the long one, we're going to change this to low because we want the signal to pop up at the low. And then the next thing that we're going to change from the default is the draw style offset type. You can leave this at percentage and play around with it. I personally like to just use number of ticks. It's simpler and easier for me. And then because we want it below the bar, we're going to use a negative, and I'm going to say 5 ticks. That's a pretty good offset. The next thing we'll go to is the subgraphs, which this is going to be where you make the actual signal. What do you want the draw style to be? Since it's a long signal, we'll go ahead and make this a green signal. And then we don't want it to color the bar. We'll go ahead and we're going to use a triangle up. Now you can see, if you've ever played around with this, Sierra chart has literally everything you could probably think of. So you can go through here, pick arrows, squares, circles. I'm going to just use a triangle, and then I'm going to make it a size 10 so that we can actually see it. And that's all we're going to change over here. You can just ignore the extension lines and some of alerts. We're not using any of that for this study. And this is where you're going to put your alert condition. This is what's going to make the custom signal fire. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. And we have and low is less than ID9 SG9, close is greater than ID9 SG9, which ID9 is the VWAP and SG9, which is the subgraph, is the -2 deviation band. So we want the low of the bar to be below it, and we want the close to be above it. And then our final condition is ID7 SG3 greater than 0. That just means, and we'll go further into that when we put all the studies on the other chart, it just means that we want at least 3 buy imbalances on the bar for the signal to fire. I also, whenever I make my signals, I like to check obviously enabled so that it fires, reset alert condition on new bar, and alert only once per bar. And I personally only like to get the signal after the bar closes and we know it's true, so I put evaluate on bar close. This one is totally up to you if you want to get it to where it's firing the signal, disappearing, repainting mid bar, that's totally up to you. Now that we have everything, we're going to go ahead and click apply, and you can see the signal already popped up down here, and we got this long signal right here. This one would have been a really good one. You can see it really took off on here. And then we'll go ahead and show you how you can do this on a regular chart as well. You do not need to have a footprint chart to be able to identify the buy and sell imbalances. We're going to use a study for that. You will need to have Sierra chart, I believe, package 11, so that you have that volume at price data, and you will want, the level 2 data as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the studies onto the chart that we need to create these custom alert signals. The first one we're going to do is the VWAP. You could use Sierra charts built in VWAP. I personally like to use this one in the add custom studies. It's going to be under the user contributed studies, and it is called ECI VWAP 1.5. I'm going to add that to the chart. I like it because the default settings already have it to where how I like it, where the +1, -1 gives you this blue shade. I changed the VWAP to a purple line. You can play around with that however you want. And then we got the 1.5 as a dot, and then the 2 as a solid line. The next one we're going to add is going to be the volume at price threshold alert V2. And so we're going to add that one. I already had it saved as the ask trade stacked imbalance. We are going to probably change a couple things on that, but we're going to add it one more time because we need one for the bid. So we'll go into here on the settings on this as well. So you can see here for comparison method, we have ask volume, bid volume, diagonal ratio. That's how you're going to get the true imbalance comparison. I have this set to no. The alert where it doesn't make a sound, it's disabled. All prices and adjacent alerts, that's for drawing the extension lines. Yes, I do have it to draw the transparent extension lines. And then I have the percentage threshold set to 300. That just means that the imbalance needs to be at least 3x. So, for example, if we had 10 on the bid, we would need to have 30 plus on the ask for it to qualify as imbalance. Now you can change this and play around with it however you want. If you only want it to be 2x, set this to 200. If you wanted it to be 4 times, you would set it to 400. And this is going to be on the ask one that we're going to use the positive number. So I'm going to just leave this at the 300. I am going to come down here where it says 0 value compare action and set 0 to 1. I'm going to change this and have it set to a percentage plus or minus 1,000. And then this one right here, we're not going to use this in the study, but you can change this. This is going to be those extension lines that draw basically with it set to 2. Anytime there's 2 imbalances in a row, it will draw out those extension lines. I'm going to just bump it up to 3 so that we don't get a ton of those on here. And then the subgraphs, this is what we're going to use in our study. So trigger 0 is just going to be when there's basically 1 imbalance. Trigger 2 is going to be when there is 2 imbalances. Our trigger 1 is going to be when there's 2 imbalances, which is SG2. And then trigger 2, which is SG3, is when there's 3 imbalances. So basically with the SGs, however many imbalances you want there to be in that bar, that's going to be whichever one of these you choose. If you wanted 4 imbalances for the signal to be true, you would choose trigger 3. Now you can leave the draw style set to ignore so it's not drawing these ugly lines on your chart, because we're just using this to pull the data from the chart. So that's all we're going to do in here. We'll click apply. It's going to draw these green extension lines. You can always turn those off, like I said. And then this one, we're going to switch this one to bid. So we'll actually even just change the name that we have on it and call it bid. Trade stacked imbalance. Comparison method, same thing. Ask volume, bid volume, diagonal ratio. everything is going to be the same except when it comes to the percentage threshold. For this one, because it's the bid comparison, we want it to be negative 300. And that's going to, again, give us that 3x to where we have 3x bid. So this is for the short trades. Change that to that. And then I'm going to also change this one to 3. And this is the same thing as the other one. The subgraphs are the same except for the bid imbalances. So we're going to, again, use 3 imbalances in our study. And we'll go ahead and click apply on that as well. And we're going to go OK. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the color bar based on alert condition that we added right at the beginning of the video. That's going to be how we get our custom order flow signals. We'll go ahead and we're going to add it on here. We'll do 4 times. And then before we go any further, I am going to show you, I already had the prompt put into ChatGPT. So if you don't know how to write these formulas, you just need to know how to explain it to ChatGPT. So for the rules for our signals, for the long signals down at the -2, we want the bar low to have crossed the VWAP right here, which is on this one, it's going to be ID1, and then this is SG9. And then we want the close of the bar to be above this band right here. And then we also want this bar right here to have at least 3 stacked ask imbalances, so that they have 3 stacked buy imbalances. So real quick, we're going to go over the VWAP, the subgraphs. SG1 is going to be the VWAP itself. I have the one top and bottom one set to ignore. That's the 0.5. The 2 is going to be the transparent fill that is 1 standard deviation. It comes defaulted with the transparent fill. And then because we're using the +2, now you can do this for any one. You just need to come in here and see which subgraph it is that you want to reference in your formula. So right now we're going to do the long, and we'll do a short too. We'll do the long and the short from the plus and -2, which the bottom one is SG9. The top band of the +2 is SG8. And then we'll do ones for at the VWAP as well. Same kind of rules we'll want for a short. We'll want the high to be above the VWAP and the close to be below it. And the VWAP itself is SG9. And then we'll also be looking for that at least 3 buy or sell imbalances inside of the bar as well. Okay, so bringing this up, you can see right here, I told ChatGPT, I said, hey, I need you to write me a few alert formulas for Sierra charts color bar based on alert condition. The first will be a long, and we want the low below ID1 SG9, that's the lower VWAP band, and the close above ID1 SG9. And also we want ID2, which is the stacked ask, SG3 greater than 0. Anytime you're just wanting something to be true in Sierra charts, like for that trigger, you're going to just reference the study in the subgraph and say greater than 0. That just means that it's true. And for the short, we put just the opposite, high above the top band, close below, and also ID3, which is the stacked bid, SG3 greater than 0. This is kind of repetitive and redundant, so I'm not going to go into this. You could pause the video and read this if you want to read my prompt. But you can do this literally for a lot of things. You just need to know what it is you're trying to identify and reference the studies by their IDs and the subgraphs by their number and what it is you want them to do, whether you want it above, below. So it cranked out. These are the alert formulas it did for me. The long from the band, the short from the band, VWAP long, VWAP short. So we're going to go ahead and copy, and then we'll come back to our color bar based on alert condition, and we're going to paste these in here. So paste, and then we will change this to the green and a triangle up 10. And then right here, again, we're going to change this to use input data. For the long ones, we're going to put low, and number of ticks, -5, and then OK. And then we're going to grab our short one as well. And since we're already on this one, we'll go input data, leave that one at high because it's a short, percentage, number of ticks, and then because we want it above the bar, we're going to go 5. And then we'll just leave this as a pink triangle down, size 10. Paste our alert in. Okay. And then we got our VWAP long. And then for the VWAP long, we'll still use green, and we'll make these ones an arrow up 4. And then we'll say use input data. And then because it is a long, we will use the low. Number of ticks, -5. Okay. And one more to paste in here. This will be the short from the VWAP. Oh, I'm going to leave that there. Number of ticks, 5. And then we will, oops, this is a short. And we're going to go arrow down. We want to be able to see it, so we'll change the size 4. And then we're going to paste our alert condition in. And then if you want to name these, right where it says short name, you know, we could put on this one, VWAP IMB short. And you could do that with all of them. Now that I have every one of them in here, I'm going to go ahead, click apply, and then OK, and OK. So you can see here we got the signals on our chart. There's a couple of the long signals down at the lows right there. But you can see it doesn't just fire on any one. You know, this bar right here, the low is below it, the high was above it, but it didn't have, if we were to pull this up on a footprint, this one didn't have 3 stack or 3 buy imbalances in it. So let's see if we can find one from the VWAP. Here we go. Here is a short one from the VWAP, and there's another short one from the VWAP and another long one from the VWAP. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions or want to see more videos like this in the future, please just let me know. Leave a comment down below. Also, if you like these custom chart books with these different custom order flow signals, I have them available on my Gumroad store. Link in the description. I also have some custom ACSIL studies for Sierra charts as well. Yeah. And if you guys could do me a huge favor and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know the kind of videos you guys want to see, and I'll be happy to record them for you. Awesome. Have a great day.